welcome back to the channel. My name is Siezaboo, and yes, we are finally coming out with the latest episode of Siezaboo's Manga Talk. Today we're going to be covering more of the Pokemon Adventures series, and we're going to be covering Adventures 28 through 31. Our heroes are finally going to try and tackle Team Rocket in Vermilion City as they head towards the Silph Company. Sorry it's been a while, I'm back and ready to continue the series. We're actually super close to being done, so go ahead, sit back and relax, and let's get started with today's adventures. Before we begin, we have two messages from the creators Hidenori Kusaka and Mato. Hidenori Kusaka says Pokemon Adventures is already on its third volume. Now Red, Blue, and Green charge into Silph headquarters of Team Rocket. What battles will unfold? Check out how everyone has improved. And Mato says, one battle after another. I gripped my pen really hard while drawing this third volume. It felt like I was the one fighting as I drew the battle scenes. Take your time and enjoy this book. We finished every chapter just barely on schedule each month. Both quotes are from 1998. It seems these two have worked really hard and are excited to show us what's going to happen to our heroes. So, let's go ahead and get started on today's adventures. Adventure 28, Peace of Mind. Red and Blue stand across from each other, taking in everything that has happened so far. The entire town of Pallet, kidnapped and taken to Silph headquarters of Team Rocket. And, as Blue has stated, it's the final showdown between us and Team Rocket. While investigating the lab, Red notices that the Pokemon he gave to Oak using Bill's transporter were all missing. This includes Eevee. Blue's Pokemon, however, remained untouched. If you ask me, Red, you're the reason why they attacked this place. Blue scoffs as Red becomes enraged by his words. He throws a punch, but Blue stops him. I really don't care if Team Rocket wants to buy, sell, or experiment on Pokemon. He goes on to explain why his grandfather chose Pallet Town, because of its clean air and being cut off from other places, and also because of the rare sightings of the mysterious Mew. Pallet Town was supposed to be the one place that Pokemon were at peace, and Blue wants to defeat Team Rocket because they defiled his Pallet Town's meaning and purpose. Leaving Red, he takes off on his Charizard towards Team Rocket's headquarters. Red clenches his fist in anger. Pallet Town was his town too, and he felt responsible. He knew that he had to be the one to stop Team Rocket, once and for all. He calls out Aerodactyl and chases after Blue. Once they arrive, they try to both break down the barrier separately, but once again they fail to bring it down. Green looks on from a distance, watching the two bicker back and forth and not surprised that they know each other. Blue sends out his Golduck to try and use a confusion attack to get a visual on what's creating the barrier, but he can't see anything. Red uses Pikachu's substitute and is able to cut through, but is too weak by himself. Green looks at the two, making the comment, together you can win, separately you can keep score. What do you think this is, a video game? Red and Blue look at each other, finally realizing that it was time to work together. Green was right. Working together, Pikachu and Golduck are able to hunt down the source of the barrier, Mr. Mime. With quick thinking and tactical battling, Mr. Mime is brought down and the barrier is shattered. Green slips through, and Red and Blue rush their way to Silph. In the building above, Lieutenant Surge looks down at both of them, ready to take them on as they enter. Red and Pikachu slip through a trap door through the floor. Blue tries to grab them, but it's too late and he is cut off by a throwing star. Adventure 29, Go for Golbat. I give you 1 point for breaking the barrier, but that's all. The evil Koga in a new outfit appears above Blue, not giving him an inch. Blue quickly sends out his Scyther to try and stab Koga, but he misses. Quickly, Grimer traps Scyther and then quickly pins down Blue, keeping him from reaching his Pokeballs. Koga's got a new outfit, and it's dangerous, and equipped with Grimer. Back on the first floor, Red has found himself trapped in an electrical arena. This energy, he's felt it before. Back on the SSN. Suddenly, powerful electric-type Pokemon begin charging at him, Electrodes and Voltorbs. That's it! The Pokemon smuggler in Vermilion City. The bad guy was a gym leader who used electric Pokemon. As Red speaks, Lieutenant Surge reveals himself to Red. This time, I won't give you a break. He shouts, blasting Red with a Voltorb cannon. Red is pushed and zapped into an electrical barrier. Lieutenant Surge flaunts his newfound power with the help of the legendary bird Zapdos they captured. who is also powering the entire headquarters. Once again, back on the second floor, Koga is revealing to Blue that Red is in the zap of his life. He watches through his Golbat phone as Red takes a beating from Surge, zapping him over and over and over again. Blue tries to get Koga to drop his guard, but just as Koga is about to finish off Blue, Scyther breaks free. Koga laughs and uses Muck to dodge and reflect a Razor Wind attack straight into Blue's stomach. Is this the end for Blue and Red? Meanwhile, Green is sneaking around on the third floor when suddenly she notices an opening door. Adventure 30. Zap, Zap, Zapdos. As Green walks through the door, she is suddenly thrown outside into an open field. There are crows everywhere, and a young girl is dressed in Team Rocket's uniform with a Kadabra by her side. It's the same girl from Palatown, and her name is Sabrina, the third of Command Triad of Team Rocket. Green wastes no time and sends out Blastoise, but Sabrina is prepared and already using her psychic powers, hypnosis and telepathy. She hits Green head-on and causes her to drop all of her Pokeballs. Kadabra sees it as an opening and slams straight into Blastoise's shell. Sabrina laughs at how easy her victory was over Green. But out of nowhere, Green cheers, "Will the real Blastoise please stand up?" Suddenly, the real Blastoise towers over Sabrina and Kadabra, pinning them down. The Blastoise that had had its shell smashed transforms into Green's cute little Ditto. Green quickly calls out for her Horsey to blind Sabrina and Kadabra with a smokescreen attack. "I can fool more than just silly boys," she teases. Sabrina and Kadabra become trapped and Green throws on her new device, allowing her to see the two clearly. "Now, let's get this over with." Back on the basement floor, Lieutenant Surge is zapping away at Red. He's completely trapped and unable to break free. He tries sending out Ivysaur to take on Zapdos, but it tosses him aside like trash. Just as Lieutenant Surge is about to finish off Red, Ivysaur uses Razor Leaf and slashes through one of the wires on Surge's machine. He mocks Red again, telling him it's completely hopeless, but Red has the upper hand now. He actually was aiming for his suit. Surge's suit explodes and completely fries him, finally setting Red free. He quickly grabs a Thunder Badge and praises Ivysaur for its quick thinking and then races upstairs to save Blue. But when he reaches the top of the stairs and enters the room, he finds Blue unconscious on the floor and Koga swooping in for the final blow. Last adventure today is Adventure 31, The Art of Articuno. Red is grabbed by Muck as he tries to save Blue. Koga laughs at Red. Now all that's left is to remove his head. Koga swipes down his wing, but the whole time Blue was actually awake and planning his next move. Blue's Pidgeot slams into Koga's stomach and knocks him to the ground. He reveals that the attack he endured to his chest was shielded by his grandfather's pendant. Koga's had enough and sends out Articuno and instead captures Red to use against Blue. "Now back off, or this one loses his head," he yells. Blue hesitates and backs off once more as Koga snickers to himself, and then to Red, "You say your name is Red? Then you'll remember when we captured the legendary Articuno on Seafoam Islands." Red feels defeated, knowing that Team Rocket captured Articuno on his watch, and Koga wastes no time commanding Articuno to use its powerful Ice Beam. The powerful ice attack surrounds Red and Blue, trapping them, as Koga reveals that he's using the Soul Badge to control Articuno. Red's feet become completely frozen to the ground, and while trying to escape, Blue is also frozen to the ground. Koga moves in for his final attack, fully freezing Red and Blue. Our hero's adventure has come to an end. Or has it? Suddenly, Koga is attacked in the back and completely knocked over. Red and Blue appear from behind, smiling at him. "No, you were frozen!" Koga screams. Pikachu and Charizard move in and attack him at once with a powerful Tri-Attack. "I released Charizard when the hole in the wall opened. I figured you were going to freeze the whole room on the inside. I'd just have to roast it from the outside," Blue explains. Koga collapses after hearing Blue's clever plan and is defeated. The Soul Badge falls out of his hands and Blue picks it up and looks at Koga's device to see where they could find Oak. They see that he is tied up on an upper floor, and they also hear screaming coming from another room that sounds like Green. The two split up, agreeing to meet up as soon as they can. And that is going to be all for today's adventures. Man, what an exciting part of the Pokemon Adventure series to cover. We finally got Red and Blue and Green working together to defeat Team Rocket, and first of all, Team Rocket has all 3 of the legendary birds, which is crazy. So we're really getting to see truly how powerful Team Rocket can actually be. It's also really cool seeing evil gym leaders like Lieutenant Surge, Koga, and Sabrina. That's really cool. But like I said, this first part is actually just the first half of our heroes tackling on Team Rocket. So the next chapter we will be wrapping up the conclusion, and we'll actually be getting to see Red take on Giovanni, which is going to be really cool. I love how Mato drew everything. The battles are so cool. I love how the author has also just kind of made it to where there's so much plot going on in Silph Co, because in the games it just kind of seems like you go up the tower, you defeat Team Rocket, then you go over and you try to beat Giovanni, and that's it. But there's so much detail into the manga. I love it so much. And once again, if you have the opportunity to go out and get the manga for yourself, I highly recommend you do it. But that's going to be all for today's episode. I really don't plan on, there being a gap. So let's give it up for next Monday for the next episode, hopefully. Like I said, I'm feeling better, and I really want to thank you all for being patient and waiting for these episodes to come out. It takes a lot of work. I have to write the script, I have to take pictures of the manga panels and insert them, and of course I have to edit, so it takes a lot. So if you want to support the series, please be sure to like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Even just watching just really helps out the channel. And with that, I will catch you all next time with more Siezaboo's Manga Talk. Until then, peace out. Bye.